Hello, dear students. Very good evening to all of you. So, this is the last session for chapter number 2, Modern Business Environment. Hope you are fine, beta, at your end. I have got some query that for some more question is required to be solved in the class regarding the cost of quality concept. हमने इसमें पढ़ा था cost of quality concept, conformance and non-conformance cost. Conformance cost has been sub-bifurcated into two parts: prevention cost and appraisal cost, and non-conformance cost has been bifurcated into two parts again: internal failure and external failure. So I think one or two or three questions are there which we have not discussed in the class, but I got some query from student that sir, please solve those questions in the class. So let's start today's session with those few questions on cost of quality, and later on we will move to the theoretical part, last part of this particular chapter, supply chain management and the gain sharing arrangement. Okay, dear students. So Sandhya, good evening, beta. Can I start questions on cost of quality? Those students who are online, but please revert, can I start questions on cost of quality so that you can gain more confidence on that particular topic? Because it's an important topic. Although it's a calculation topic, but require application part while solving that numerical questions. Okay, beta, so I'm starting. Please open page number 47. Page number 47. Question number 4. Page number 47, question number 4. I'm starting question number 4. EKF Limited manufactures a single product which require three components. Company name is EKF. They are manufacturing a single product which require three components. When all these three components are there, they can be assembled and that particular product can be manufactured. The company purchase one of the components from three suppliers. We require three components. Out of that three component, company is talking about only one component that has been purchased from three suppliers. Okay, D Limited, PE Limited and JD Limited, the following information are available. So basically the detail given to you is about a single component that has been purchased from three different suppliers. Whether we are purchasing from D Limited, PE Limited or JD Limited, we are purchasing the same component, but there are more than one supplier. Price quoted by supplier per 100 units. We can easily convert it on per unit basis. Not a special deal, 240 rupees for 100 units. So for per unit, it will be 2.4. Percentage of defective of total receipt. This is very, very important. Total receipt. जब भी आप defective का amount निकालेंगे, then that amount has been calculated on total receipt. जो percentage दिया है, ये percentage आपको total receipt पर apply करना है. Clear है? चलिए. If the defectives are not detected, they are utilized in production, causing a damage of rupee 200 per 100 units of the component. If we do not detect the defectives on the right time, it will cost us. It will cost rupee 200 per 100 units of the component. It means rupee 200 per 100 units of the component. It means per unit, the damage cost will be rupee 2 per unit. Total requirement are 12,000 units of the component. Total requirement are 12,000 units of the component. Okay, beta. Now, there can be two views on this particular point, 12,000. If you consider this 12,000 as total receipt, then you know that out of the total receipt, some percentage will be defective. Some percentage will be defective. Other case, total requirement are 12,000. So we will deal it as total good units of that particular component demanded from the supplier. So if we assume that 12,000 are the total good unit, then those defective percentage, whether 3%, 5%, or 2%, cannot be applied on this 12,000. Please listen very carefully, beta. Na? I can tell you that answer will remain same. Calculation will differ, but the final answer will remain same. If we assume that 12,000 is the total requirement, including defective, then your answer will be same. Otherwise, if you assume that 12,000 is the good unit demand, 12,000 is the good unit demand, and additionally there will be some defective unit. So although the calculation will change, but the final conclusion, final amount will remain same. You can go with both the method. There is no issue on that. Okay? Chaliye. Company intends to introduce a system of inspection for the components on receipt. Although not required, just I am asking so that you can recall the concept. Tell me, beta, ये जो लाइन है इससे जो हमारी इंस्पेक्शन कॉस्ट आ रही है, इंस्पेक्शन कॉस्ट इज ₹22 per 100 units of the component. ये जो इंस्पेक्शन कॉस्ट आ रही है, दिस इज प्रिवेंशन कॉस्ट, अप्रेजल कॉस्ट, इंटरनल फेल्यूर और एक्सटर्नल फेल्यूर. ठीक है, ऑल्दो नॉट asked by the question, but still I want to revise that concept. That's why I'm asking you. Please tell me, ये जो इंस्पेक्शन अब हम इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, इससे रिलेटेड जो कॉस्ट है, दैट विल बी प्रिवेंशन, अप्रेजल, इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर आंसर्स. Okay, Jishnu has answered. It's a appraisal cost. Let's wait for other student to reply. Dhara, Shah, Sandhya, what's your view, beta? Whether the inspection cost that will be incurred to identify the defective, whether it will be prevention, appraisal, internal or external. Although the topic has been started, I think 7 to 8 days back, but still I am hoping that everyone will give me the right answer. Okay, Kani Moji has given the appraisal, Dhara Shah has given the concept prevention. Okay, beta, it's an appraisal cost. Always remember in cost of quality, if the defectives are reduced, that is, they have been prevented from occurring, then it will classify into the prevention cost. Just you are detecting the defect, just you are inspecting the raw material or component, it doesn't prevent the defect from occurring at the very first instance. Only and only defectives are identified at the right time. So this will be the appraisal cost, not the prevention cost. Clear है बेटा? चलिए बढ़ते आगे. Although not required in this question, because कहीं भी हमसे ये चीजें उन्होंने डिमांड किया ही नहीं है. Now, such an inspection will be able to detect only 90% of the defective components received. Okay, defective. Although you are doing the inspection of component, but that inspection will only identify 90% of the defective component that has been received. Okay. So the remaining 10% defectives will not be identified at the inspection of component stage. They will be identified when the product is manufactured. So therefore, this cost ₹200 per 100 units of the component will apply on those 10% unit which has not been identified as defective at the time of receiving the component. No payment will be made for components found to be defective in inspection. Whatever components you have found defective at the time of inspection, you will return that raw material to the supplier that the quality is not as per the norms of the company. So therefore, no payment is required. But in case of without inspection, you are using that component, you have converted that component into finished goods. Now supplier will not entertain any case of defect. Okay. Advise whether inspection at the point of receipt is justified. है ना, आपको बताना है क्या इंस्पेक्शन एट द पॉइंट ऑफ रिसिप्ट जस्टिफाइड है या नहीं है. ओके बेटा, सो आई एम गिविंग यू, डोंट फॉल इट फर्स्ट. फर्स्ट मेक अ स्ट्रक्चर इन योर माइंड बेटा, बिकॉज सच क्वेश्चन ऑफबीट क्वेश्चन रिक्वायर स्ट्रक्चर. तो एक माइंड में आप अपना स्ट्रक्चर बनाइए कि व्हाट विल बी द डिटेल, कैसे हम इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करेंगे, how we can arrive to the conclusion whether the inspection at the point of receipt is justified, whether we have to do the inspection at the point of receipt or not. So I'm giving you complete 3 to 4 minutes to think on the own. No need to solve anything. Just develop the structure part, how you will decide whether inspection. And once you have decided, then think what are the points that will be covered in each scenario, what are the calculation that need to be done. Okay beta, so I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes to have a draft of the structure of this particular solution. Then we will discuss what will be the structure and what will be the final answer. Okay, chaliye, so I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes time. No calculation is needed beta, just you have to make the structure part. Okay beta, so what will be the structure? First of all, we have to decide what will be the cost had there been no inspection process? Okay, we will find out that one. And once we have find out what will be the cost without inspection, then we will find out that if we do the inspection, what will be our cost. Okay, and then we will compare the option, whatever option providing us the lowest cost, definitely we will select that one. Okay, beta. So there are total three supplier. What I will do, I will solve the case of first supplier, and then I will give you the time to solve the second and third supplier. The structure will remain same, only the amount will differ. Okay, beta. So I'm starting. What will be the cost before inspection? What will be the cost before inspection? Okay, so cost before inspection. I'm assuming that 12,000 is the total receipt. You can assume otherwise, the answer will remain same. But always remember in point, if I'm assuming 12,000 is total receipt, I can apply the percentage given of defective because that has been given on total receipt. But if I assume that 12,000 is the good unit requirement, then definitely those defective percentage cannot be applied. Then you have to assume that suppose the total receipt is 100, the defective is 3%, therefore the good unit percentage will be 97. Clear है बेटा? चलिए, तो आप लिखना चाहे तो पहले लिख सकते हैं लाइन. Assuming 12,000 is our total requirement. 12,000 is our total requirement, including the defective one. 12,000 is our total requirement, including the defective one. चलिए, तो देखिए, सबसे पहले सप्लायर का नाम क्या है? डी लिमिटेड. DE Limited. So the very first point, I am assuming total receipt is 12,000. Okay. Now check the percentage of defective of the first supplier. It's 3%. Okay. Now check whether 3% is calculated on good unit or total receipt. It has been given in the question. Okay, so 3% is calculated on total receipt, and we assume that 12,000 is the total receipt. So we can find out the defectives. Defectives will be 12,000 multiplied by 3%. So it will be 360. Okay, so the net answer will be the good units. You're not done any inspection in this particular case. It's cost before inspection. So the answer will be 11,640, I think. करेक्ट है बेटा? चलिए, अब आप मुझे बताइए, वो परचेज कॉस्ट इज 240 रुपी per 100 units. In simple terminology, 2.4 rupee per unit. Okay. Now, this 2.4 rupee per unit will be multiplied by 12,000 or 11,640. Please think about it, beta, and then only you should communicate to me through the chat. Okay, चलिए मैं वेट कर रहा हूं आपके आंसर का. थैंक यू ज्योति फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड बेटा. माय बेस्ट विशेष टू यू. चलिए बेटा, जल्दी से मुझे बताइए आप, what will be the answer? Whether 2.4 rupee per unit will be multiplied by total receipt 12,000 unit, its cost before inspection, or 11,640. Okay, Jishnu has applied. It's 12,000. Okay. What about other students? ओके कानिमो जी, इट्स 12,000 करेक्ट है बेटा, क्योंकि आपने डिफेक्टिव, if you identified the defective at the point of receipt of component, then definitely you can return the defective components to the supplier. But since you have converted it into finished goods, now no supplier will accept that the defective finished goods is due to the fault of raw material. Okay, so it will be multiplied on 12,000. So please multiply beta 2.240 rupee for 100 units, multiply by 12,000 units. What will be the answer? 12,000 multiplied by 2.4. 12,000 multiplied by 2.4. It's 28,800. Okay, beta. Will inspection cost will be added in this statement? No, because it's cost before inspection. But defective cost will be added. What is the defective cost? It's 200 rupee per 100 units, per 100 defective units. Okay, so what is the number of defective units? It is 360. So 360 multiplied by 2 rupee, because 200 divided by 100 2 rupee, it will be 720 rupee. Okay, now communicate me the total cost. Total cost is 29,520 rupee. Okay, now I want to find out cost of good unit. So this 29,520 will be divided by 11,640. That will be the true cost per unit if that component is purchased from D Limited. Okay, so divided 29,520 divided by 11,640, it comes out to 2.536 rupees. क्लियर बेटा? इसी प्रकार से अभी आपको बचे हुए दोनों सप्लायर का फाइंड आउट करना है. Then this statement is ready. Now another statement will be prepared. What will be the cost after inspection? So I'm giving 5 minutes of time, beta. Please complete this other two supplier detail. If we purchase from other supplier, what will be the cost per good unit? Mind my word, not cost per unit. Cost per good unit. Okay, I'm giving you time of 4 to 5 minutes. Please complete the remaining two column of the two supplier. If that component is purchased from supplier number 2 or supplier number 3, what will be the cost of good unit? And once both the calculation are done, beta, please provide me the cost of good unit if purchased from supplier number 2 and supplier number 3. Okay, Jishnu and, and Dharasha has answered. I will wait for 1 more minute so that other student can also join. Okay, beta, I think the correct answer is 2.568. Correct, beta? 2.568. And for the third supplier, it will be 2.69. Okay. Can I assume that each and everyone has got the correct answer? I'm once again repeating. The cost of good units from second supplier is 2.568 and the cost from third supplier is 2.6939. Any doubt, beta? Now tell me from which supplier you will prefer to purchase had there been no inspection. Definitely, you will prefer to purchase from D Limited because the cost of good unit is lowest if purchased from the first supplier. Okay, chलिए. कोई doubt है बेटा इसमें? Kanimoji बेटा, where you went wrong? Not Kanimoji, Rashmi, Kamat. I think you have provided me the wrong answer, beta. Hope you understand the mistake you have committed. Okay, beta, chलिए. Now we will move towards cost after inspection. Okay, what will be the cost of good unit after inspection? Cost after inspection. Now this calculation is very, very, very important, beta. Please listen very, very carefully because it requires a lot of thinking to gain confidence in this particular calculation. So please be very alert. I'm starting the discussion. Same beta, first supplier will be done by me and the remaining I will provide to you to do on your own. This is D Limited. Taking the uniformity in this assumption, once again, we will assume that the total receipt will be 12,000 units. Okay, beta. In the first scenario, the total receipt is also 12,000, but the good unit is 11,640 units. The good unit is 11,640 units. But in this particular case, the good unit will not be 11,640. It's a beautiful calculation, no doubt about that. So once again, chance is with you, beta. to try on your own through calculator what will be the good unit in case the cost after inspection in case of D limited. Okay. Once again, I am providing you 2 minute wait for very, very, very important calculation for this question. What will be the number of good unit in this particular case D limited? I am waiting for your answers. What will be the number of good units in case of after inspection for first supplier? Okay, Jishnu has answered 11,960. Okay. I don't think, but Jishnu, this is the correct answer, 11,960. Please reconsider your answer. Rahul Patel, 11,604. No, beta. That's not the correct answer. Please reconsider the calculation. Each and every student who are watching this video, it's a request from my side, beta. They should communicate with the answer. It's very important that first of all, you should solve that particular point. Dhara, Aniket, what's your answer? Kanimoji, what's your answer? Okay, as per Kanimoji, it's 11,964. Okay. I think it's the correct answer, 11,964. Why I'm telling you this is the correct answer? Please listen very carefully, beta. We are not doing inspection at the supplier side. Okay. We are doing inspection at our own premises. Supplier has not provided us the quality component. They are providing the same component. The only difference between first statement and second statement is in first statement, once the goods are manufactured, we check whether the goods are proper or not. While in case of second statement, we are checking at the time of receipt. If any component is found defective, the same can be returned and no payment is required to be paid on goods returned. So जो defective का जो percentage था, that will remain same. Still now, that will be the 3% in case of first supplier. So second point, defectives will be 360, no doubt about that. 12,000 multiplied by 3%. 12,000 multiplied by 3%. Now it's very important calculation. Identified, not identified. In the question, it has been given that even in this particular case, only 90% of the defective components can be identified as defective at the inspection stage of receipt. Rest 10% will not be able to identify. So 360 का 10% जब आप करेंगे, it will be 360 का 10%, it will be 36. Okay, and the remaining 324 units can be identified at the inspection stage itself. So this 324 will be returned to the supplier and no payment will be made. So therefore, the good unit will be 12,000 units minus defectives which have not been identified. So the defectives which have not been identified is 36. So the final answer is 11,964 will be the number of good unit in this particular case of D limited if we do the inspection part. Okay, चलिए देखिए अब पॉइंट 4. अब आप मुझे बताइए बेटा, परचेज कॉस्ट जो मुझे 2.4 रुपी लेना है, दैट परचेज कॉस्ट विल बी अप्लीकेबल ऑन विच क्वांटिटी. 2.4 रुपी जो मुझे चार्ज करना पेमेंट करना है, on which unit I will make the payment of 2.4, whether it's 12,000, whether it's 11,640, 12,000 minus 360, or it's 11,964, on which unit 2.4 rupee will be get multiplied. Waiting for your answers. Okay, very good, beta. It will be on 11,964 units. Okay, it will not be on 12,000 units because no. Just a minute, beta. Just a minute. Just a minute. Good unit. Tell me, on which unit we have to make the payment? Good unit is not 11,964 because the 324 we have written is not again purchased by us. Please remember, beta. 324 has been identified as defective at the inspection stage, but nowhere it is given that we are again purchasing those 324 units. Okay, so in this particular case, on how many units, forget about the good unit, on how many units we will make the payment of purchase. Good unit will not be 11,964. It's the wrong calculation, beta, because we are not purchased those 324 units once again, which we are returned to the supplier. Please tell me, beta. It's a very super question, beta. बहुत ही बढ़िया question और बहुत ही simple logic है. The logic is very simple. Consider yourself as a purchaser, then you will get the correct answer in the very first instance. It's my challenge, beta. If you consider this paper as connected to the real world, then it will be very easy for you to communicate the right answer. Please, I am giving you 1 minute of time, beta. Please consider yourself as a purchaser and think about it. I am quite confident that you will get the right answer. Very good, beta. Aniket, Rahul, Jishnu, good, beta. Correct answer आपने दिया है. बहुत simple सा point है. I have purchased 12,000 units. Out of those 12,000 units, I have returned 324 units at the point of inspection. Therefore, on those 324 units which I have returned, I need not make payment. So the payment which I have to make is 11,676 units. Okay, 12,000 minus 324. है ना, बहुत सुपर क्वेश्चन है बेटा. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम ICI. तो यहां पे आएगा ये 12,000 माइनस 324. सो इट विल बी, बताइए मुझे बेटा, कैलकुलेशन करके बताइए कितना आ रहा है. What is the answer? 12,000 minus 324. Just a minute, but I'm making the calculation. 12,000 minus 324. It's 11,626. Multiply by 2.4. So it comes out to 28,022 rupee. 28,022 rupee. Okay. Now we have to add inspection cost. Inspection cost is 26 rupee per 100 unit. Tell me on which unit this inspection cost is applicable. On which unit this inspection cost is applicable. I am waiting for your answer. On which unit this inspection cost will be applicable? Rupee 20 fixed divided by 100 unit, 20 fixed per 100 unit multiplied by how many unit? It's very simple. Again, you have to be a purchaser, then you will get the correct answer. Okay, very good beta. Correct answer है, it will be on 12,000, है ना? So यहाँ पे इस टाइप का if any question comes of this nature ना, please be very alert बेटा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन हर बार चेंज यूनिट पर हो रहा है. Purchase unit is 11,676, while inspection unit is a total of 12,000. So 12,000 multiply by 26 paise, it's 3120. Now one more cost, just think about it beta, whether defective cost of rupee 2 per unit will be there or not. If it is there, then on how many unit this 200 divided by 100 will be applicable? Tell me. First of all, you have to think whether defective cost will be applicable in this particular case, and if no, then that's the final answer. If yes, you have to tell me on how many unit 200 divided by 100 will be multiplied. ओके बेटा, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट, कीप इट अप, बहुत सही जा रहे बेटा. Almost all of the answers from each and every student are perfect today. Very good, I am very happy. So 200 divided by 100 multiplied by 36, I think it's 72 rupee. Okay, so what is the total cost? 28,022 rupee. 28,022 rupee plus 3120 plus 72. So it's 31,214. It will be divided by good units. Tell me what is the good unit. Once again, beta, 11,976 is not the good unit. No, that's the wrong calculation. Tell me, just imagine yourself as a purchaser. You will give me the answer starting from 12,000 you have purchased, what you have returned, what you have paid for. What is the amount of good unit in this particular case? I'm waiting. Okay, beta, Aniket Kanimoji, very good, beta. It's the logical answer. It's 11,640. Very simple. Check कीजिए बेटा कैसे. You have purchased 12,000 units, right? How many units you have returned but not yet purchased? 324. Make the calculation in your calculator. 12,000 I have purchased. I have returned 324 out of that. Okay, so this is the remaining unit I have processed. Out of that remaining unit, how many units have been identified as defective at the later stage? 36 unit has been identified. So 11,676 is the unit I have processed minus 36 unit which has been identified as defective. So in my hand, the good unit will be 11,640 unit. So tell me the answer. What is the cost of good unit? It's 2.68. Okay, this is the good unit purchase cost. Clear beta? बहुत अच्छा calculation है as compared to the cost before inspection. So I'm giving you complete 5 minutes of time. Don't just copy the formula, beta. Think on each and every step why you are multiplying the amount with this number of units. Okay, that's the most important calculation. Please calculate the cost of good unit for second supplier and the third supplier. A complete 4 to 5 minutes is being provided to you.
हाँ जी भाइयों, ये शर्मा वैष्णो ढाबा वैष्णो देवी में नया लॉन्च हुआ है, जिसमें दिल्ली के कई व्यक्ति इस ढाबे पे काम कर रहे हैं। उनकी तस्वीरें आप देख सकते हैं, जो यहाँ पे दिल्ली से आए हुए हैं और कार्य कर रहे हैं। सबसे पहले ये सरस सर आए हुए हैं यहाँ पे, इंदौर से हैं जो। जय माता दी। और ये हमारे दीपक गुप्ता सर हैं जो दिल्ली से आए हुए हैं, इस्टाजार।
Once you got the answer, beta, please communicate it to me. Last 2 minutes are available with you, beta. Please do the calculation within the time frame. I have got answers from 2 or 3 students, beta. Other student, please communicate your answer fast so that we can tally the correct answer. Okay, beta. So the correct answer is 2.63. rightly answered by almost all of the students. And for JD Limited, it's 2.87. Okay. So once again, even after inspection, we will choose the first supplier because the cost of first supplier is lowest. Now we have to check whether from first supplier we will purchase the goods without inspection or with inspection. If we are purchasing the goods without inspection, it will cost us 2.53. But if we go for inspection, it will cost at 2.68. So from financial viewpoint, it's not justifiable to do the inspection process because it will cost you more. Okay, clear beta calculation aapko? Chaliye. Now the question is not yet completed. There is a second requirement part in the question. What it says, let's check it out. The verb here used is advise. It's not the calculation part. Apart from the financial viewpoint, you have given the financial viewpoint that the financial viewpoint is we should not purchase the goods with inspection. We should purchase the goods without inspection. That will save our cost. But since the word advice is given, you have to consider the non-financial options also. So for what are the non-financial options? You can give that the without inspection cost, your internal and external failure cost, that is non-conformance cost will go up. Without inspection, your non-conformance cost will go up. Clear है बेटा ये आपको? Non-conformance cost आपकी इस केस में बढ़ रही है. So a concept है that is not get covered in our batch, that will be covered in the next chapter. And that concept is just-in-time system. That concept is just-in-time. Chapter number 3 is lean system and innovation. In the lean system, the very first technique is just-in-time system. We can introduce just-in-time system in this company. So that not only the defects are identified, the focus will be on they should be avoided to occur in the very first instance. That's the major point if you want to survive in this competitive world. Clear है बेटा? चलिए. So एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन था ये वाला. So second में आप लिख देंगे which of the three supplier? Definitely the first supplier we will ask to purchase from because the cost of first supplier is the lowest among the three subscribers. Clear बेटा? चलिए. Now question number 5 is comparatively simple question as compared to question number 4. Okay, let's read out question number 5. H Automobile Group is among top 20 business houses in India. Let's first read the requirement part, but it's very important before we get into the question. Requirement part. In case there are two requirement part, read only the first requirement part because you will get the clarity for first and then we will go for second requirement part. Prepare a statement showing total quality cost. Just recall, beta, what are the two major bifurcation of quality cost, and then further each bifurcation is subdivided into two parts. So the total 4 quality costs are there in a quality statement. What are they? Conformance cost and non-conformance cost. Conformance cost will be sub-bifurcated into two parts: prevention cost and appraisal cost. Non-conformance cost will be bifurcated into two parts: internal failure and external failure. And in the first point, the verb is simple, prepare. It's a calculation question. So you have to find out what is the total quality cost in this particular case. Okay, चलिए तो read out करते बेटा हम. H Automobile Group is among 20 business houses in India. It has been founded in the year 1930 at the height of India's movement for independence from the British. I'm making a newspaper reading. Okay. The group has an illustratory company footprint stretches over a wide range of industry, spanning automobile, two-wheeler manufacturer and three-wheeler manufacturer. Company's headquarters is located at Hyderabad. Bike production is one of the segment of the group. Management of the group wants to analyze the actual cost information for the appraisal. Cost data has been given. If we receive any consumer complaint, that will cost us ₹35. If there is any equipment testing cost, it will cost us 18 rupee. If there is a warranty repair cost, it will cost us 1560 per bike. If there is a manufacturing rework cost, it will be 228 per bike. And this will be multiplied by the volume, which has been given here. Additional information. Due to quality issues in the month, bike production line experienced unproductive downtime. Unproductive downtime. What is downtime? Idle time. When there will be unproductive idle time, when the machine suddenly stopped working. When the machine suddenly stopped working, that will be known as downtime. And downtime is a form of wastage for the category of labor. Just as the material are wasted, material are scrapped. Similarly, for labor, we can call the wastage is known as downtime. So all the kind of wastage, you know where it should be classified. Okay. Company carried out a quality review of its existing supplier to enhance quality level during the month at a cost of 1,25,000. So my dear student, there are total 6 points. There's 4 points and point number 5 and point number 6. Okay. So you don't have to make any calculation. I just want in the coming 3 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will note it down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, and it's 6. Quality review. Okay. There are 4 quality costs in which heading all these 6 transaction will be classified. Please pay very special attention towards point number 5 and point number 6. They are very special point in this particular question. Okay. So I'm giving you 3 minutes of time. No calculation is required. Just think over it. Where the first point will be classified under quality cost, where the second point will be classified, and so on for the all the 6 points. Okay. 3 minutes are available with you. And once you're done, beta, please communicate with the abbreviation. Okay. For prevention, you can write the alphabet P, appraisal for A, and line wise. No need to write down the point. Just simply write down in the sequence. I will understand the same. Tell me the answer, beta. If you think the first point is prevention, write P, comma. Second point, if you think it's internal failure, just write I. I just want to check whether you are properly applying the concept or not. Okay, as per Kanikoji, it's EAEIIP. Okay, beta. Okay, Jishnu. Jishnu, just reconsider your point number 6, beta. The first five are 100% correct. Read out the language. The language will provide you the final conclusion, whether it will be classified under prevention cost or appraisal cost. वेरी गुड अनिकेत, द करेक्ट आंसर आपने दिया है. कानी मोजी का भी करेक्ट आंसर था. I will wait for 1 more minute and then I will start communicating the points. ओके बेटा, चलिए देखिए क्या इसका आंसर है. लेट्स चेक इट आउट. The first point, customer complaint center cost. It's very simple. Who are complaining? Customer. It means the product has been delivered to them and they are using the product and facing some issue. So customer is involved in this particular point. So it's an external failure cost, no doubt about that. Equipment testing cost, any form of testing, inspection, auditing will be classified under the head inspection cost, appraisal cost. Okay. And if you want to know the meaning, what is equipment testing cost? The equipment through which we test the raw material or finished goods, whether it's up to the mark or not. I'm once again repeating, beta. What do you mean by equipment testing cost? We are not testing the raw material or the finished goods manually. We are using the machines, and that machine is known as equipment. So the machine through which we test our product, whether they follow the quality norms or not, that is known as equipment testing cost. Okay. And any sort of testing and inspection will always be covered under the head appraisal cost. Warranty repair cost. Warranty is generally associated with once the goods are sold to the final consumer, then if they face any problem, and then during the warranty period, they will be provided free of cost a repair to that particular product under the warranty. So it will be an external failure cost because customer knows the defect. Manufacturing rework cost, in the very first lecture, I already told you, in warranty also there will be rework. In before selling that product, if we know the defect, there will be rework. But specifically for rework noticed by the customer, that is known as warranty. For defectives that are not yet noticed by the customer, we have identified on our own, that is known as rework. So rework will always be an internal failure cost. Okay. Now simply to make the calculation, what you have to do, just multiply the financial detail with the quantity detail, you will get the answer. Okay. Next point. Point number 5. Downtime. Downtime is one of the form of labor wastage, and any wastage will be classified under internal failure, whether that wastage is related to material, labor, or anything. If there is any wastage, that will be classified under the head internal failure. So point number 5 will be internal failure. Now this point is very, very special. It can be prevention, it can be appraisal, but in this particular case, it cannot be appraisal. ध्यान दीजिएगा बेटा. If the words, if these 3 words are not there, then definitely 1,25,000 will be classified under appraisal cost. If enhanced quality level words are not given, then definitely this 1,25,000 will be classified as appraisal cost. But since we are making a quality review of our existing supplier to enhance the quality level, word important is enhancement of quality level. It means now our defective component will get reduced. And if the defects are reduced, then definitely it will be a prevention cost. If the defects are just identified on our own, then it will be an appraisal cost. So it's a very, very, very important point. एग्जिस्टिंग सप्लायर का आप क्वालिटी रिव्यू कर रहे हो, वाई? टू एनहांस द क्वालिटी लेवल, नॉट टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी लेवल. क्वालिटी रिव्यू जो होता है वो दो पर्पज उसके हो सकते हैं. वन इज टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी लेवल एंड द अदर इज टू एनहांस द क्वालिटी लेवल. ओके, सो ये 1,25,000 आपका प्रिवेंशन कॉस्ट में जाएगा. क्लियर है बेटा? चलिए अब आप एक स्टेटमेंट बना लीजिए जल्दी से कॉपी में, टोटल क्वालिटी कॉस्ट का. आई एम गिविंग यू टाइम, है ना. फिर ब्रेक के बाद फिर अपन बेटा जो थ्योरेटिकल टॉपिक्स है, दो टॉपिक अपने, सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट एंड गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट, वी विल स्टार्ट आफ्टर द ब्रेक. सो टोटल क्वालिटी कॉस्ट आप एक बार पूरा अपनी कॉपी में बना लीजिए और मुझे बताइए कि फर्स्ट हेडिंग प्रिवेंशन में फाइनल अमाउंट कितना आया, सेकेंड हेडिंग अप्रेजल में फाइनल अमाउंट, थर्ड हेडिंग इंटरनल और फोर्थ हेडिंग एक्सटर्नल फेल्योर में आपका टोटल कितना अमाउंट आ रहा है ना. तो कैलकुलेशन के लिए समझ देता हूं बेटा मैं, और रफ पेज में ना करके फेयर पेज में करे बेटा. Why I'm requesting you this? Because आंसर तो आ जाता है, you should know the presentation also. Okay, जब आप सेल्फ करते हो ना बेटा तो रफली आप करते हो. Okay, at that time if you are not making the calculation through presentation, it is acceptable. But if you have the time, why not to present the same answer in a presentable way? Because ultimately आपको एग्जामिनेशन में रफ वर्किंग के नंबर नहीं है ना बेटा, कैलकुलेशन पूरा प्रॉपर प्रेजेंटेशन के नंबर है. So that's why I'm giving you make a proper presentation of total quality cost and tell me the amount of final four heading of quality cost. Complete 4 to 5 minutes are with you. विद प्रेजेंटेशन ही करना है बेटा ना, दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव गिवन यू कंप्लीट 5 मिनट, अदरवाइज 2 minutes आर मोर देन इनफ टू फाइंड आउट द कैलकुलेशन. Okay, beta, last 1 minute is available with you to find out the answer along with the presentation. That's very important. चलिए बेटा, I think each and every student has done the same along with the presentation. Okay, so let's move on बेटा. अब अपन एक पहले थ्योरी स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. द टॉपिक नेम इज गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट, है ना. द टॉपिक नेम इज गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट. आइए बेटा, एक अपना लास्ट में एक थ्योरी टॉपिक दिया हुआ है, गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट. I am in page number 40. I am in page number 40. ठीक है बेटा, चलिए देखिए क्या है. पहले जो अपने को मैटर दिया हुआ है, लेट्स फर्स्ट रीड आउट फ्रॉम दैट एंड देन वी विल डिस्कस व्हाट इंटरप्रिटेशन approach to the review and adjustment of an existing contract or a series of contracts where the adjustment provide benefit to both the parties. Gain sharing is an approach that will review and adjust an existing contract or a number of contract, subcontract in that one, where the adjustment, whatever listen this very carefully, because this is very important. Where a supplier agrees to perform its side of the contract with no guarantee of receiving a payment. Read out this line once again. Gain sharing arrangement is where a supplier agrees to perform its side of the contract with no guarantee of receiving a payment. Instead, any benefit of the supplier side of the bargain. अभी अपन थ्योरी पढ़ रहे हैं ना, बस जस्ट आई एम रीडिंग द लाइन, आई एम नॉट इंटरप्रेटिंग द लाइन, है ना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिस्कस what will be the plain meaning once you have completed all this 7 to 10 line. So fundamental form of gain sharing arrangement is that when a supplier agrees to perform its side of the contract with no guarantee of receiving a payment. Any payment received is based upon the benefit that emerged to the customer as a result of the successful completion of the supplier side of the bargain. This is clearly a risky stance for the supplier because it could spend a fortune and walk away with nothing. Now, what prima facie this 4 to 5 lines tells us to communicate? Whether there is any guarantee. Suppose I am the owner and I have hired a contractor to build a house for me. Okay. I'm the owner of that particular land and I want a home on that. So I hired a contractor to do the construction work on them. If the supplier is unable, suppose the construction cost that has been agreed between us and the supplier and the contractor is suppose 90 lakh rupee. हमारे बीच में जो एग्रीमेंट हुआ है that is about 90 lakh rupee. Okay. Now situation number 1. If the supplier fulfill, if ever customer I have been benefited to the customer as a result of the successful completion of the supplier side of the bargain, whatever supplier has communicated to me, if that has been materialized, whether supplier will receive payment. Second point, if the commitment is not fulfilled by the supplier, whether supplier will get 90 lakh rupee, yes or no. Most of the students say, sir, if the supplier has fulfilled its side of the bargain and the customer has been benefited, this is very, very important. Customer has been benefited as a result of this, then the supplier will receive full 90 lakh rupee payment. If it is not, the supplier will not receive any payment. This is not the correct interpretation of this gain sharing arrangement. Please listen very carefully, beta. What is the meaning of this line where a supplier agrees to perform its side of the contract with no guarantee of receiving a payment? Instead, any payment received is based upon the benefit that emerged to the customer as a result of successful completion of the supplier side of the bargain. I am giving you one example, beta. Through that, you can easily understand. Suppose the construction cost agreed between the supplier, between the owner and the contractor is rupee 90 lakh. Contract Okay, beta. Due to network connectivity issue, there is an issue now. Okay, beta. Due to network connectivity issue, there is an issue now. Okay, beta. Being constructed for me by the contractor. The contract price excluding the raw material cost. The contract price excluding the raw material cost is rupee 90 lakh. I will purchase the raw material. Rest all the other expenses will be incurred by the contractor. I will pay a lump sum amount of rupee 90 lakh to the contractor for building my house. Raw material will be purchased by me. What are the type of raw material that are being generally utilized in the construction of home? It can be cement, iron, steel, bricks, etc. Okay, suppose the estimation given by the supplier is rupee 40 lakhs for this cost. So the estimated cost of my home construction is about 1.3 crore rupee. 90 lakh I will pay to the contractor, and 40 lakh rupee worth of material I have to purchase for my home. Okay. Now I've entered another contract with the supplier. Please listen very carefully, beta. That if you put efforts in reducing my raw material wastages, definitely my raw material cost will go down with the same quality. If wastage can be reduced, definitely my raw material cost will go down. So let's do a contract in this. If by your efforts you are able to save raw material cost to me, whatever saving is due to your efforts regarding the reduction of wastage in the raw material cost, I will share a fixed percentage of that. Suppose the agreement is I will share 30% of whatever raw material wastages have been reduced. Due to that, whatever economical benefit I have got, I will share 30% out of that. Okay, beta. Now there are three situations in this. Situation 1, situation 2, situation 3. Actual raw material cost. Rupee, suppose 40 lakh rupee. Now the question is payment to contractor. And one thing I will share you, beta, in all the three situations, 1, 2, and 3, supplier has put the tremendous effort. They have worked not only efficiently but effectively to reduce the wastage. But despite that, on the paper, actual material cost is rupee 40 lakh. Supplier has done every effort to reduce the wastage, but still there will be 40 lakh. Whether contractor will get any payment? Yes, contractor will get the minimum payment 90 lakh rupee, but instead of putting all the efforts to reduce the wastage so that the material cost can be reduced, since on paper material cost has not been reduced, therefore no benefit has been accrued to me. Therefore, I will not pay even a single rupee for the efforts made by the contractor to reduce the wastage. They will simply get the contractual price, first contractual price, 90 lakh rupees. Okay, beta. Second point. Suppose the cost incurred is 40.2 lakhs. Again, every effort has been put by the contractor and its team to reduce the wastage. Even they have also reduced the wastage, but that wastage is not reflected in my purchase bill. The total material cost is 40.2 lakh. Even in this case, they will get the basic payment, but no additional amount. Even they have put all their effort, but since customer is being not benefited, therefore they will not get any additional amount for the extra effort they have put in to reduce by material cost. The third point, I will take the example of 39 lakh rupees. Okay, so 90 lakh they will get, and due to their efficiency, material wastage has been reduced. What amount I have been benefited? 40 lakh is the estimated material cost, while the actual material cost is 39. So 1 lakh rupee of worth of material wastage has been reduced. So I have been benefited by 1 lakh rupee, and I have committed that 30% will be shared with you. So the contractor will get a total payment of 90 lakh 30,000. है ना? इसका प्रॉपर नाम है बेटा गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट से ज्यादा प्रॉपर नाम है कॉस्ट सेविंग अरेंजमेंट. Although you have to write the technical word only, gain sharing arrangement, but for your understanding, always remember gain sharing arrangement is cost saving arrangement. It's not possible that you will not give 90 lakh rupee. You have to pay 90 lakh rupee undoubtedly because it's the cost of labor and other. There will be a separate contract in which cost saving arrangement are there. If any cost is saved due to the efforts of the contractor, then definitely we will share a percentage between us and the contractor. So this is the real meaning of gain sharing arrangement. Clear है बेटा? ये पॉइंट आपको, अब मैं आपको समय देता हूं बेटा. अब आप इस एग्जाम्पल जो मैंने आपको अभी कम्युनिकेट किया, इस थिंकिंग के साथ अब आप ये पढ़िए, यू विल गेट फुल क्लैरिटी व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय गेन शेयरिंग अरेंजमेंट. जस्ट एड वन लाइन इन द स्टडी मटेरियल इटसेल्फ बेटा. More logically, it can be called cost saving arrangement. Underline the word cost saving. Cost saving arrangement. ठीक है, चलिए. So अब मैं आपको समय दे रहा हूं बेटा 3 मिनट का. And remember this example. Through this example, you will get full clarity what has been written in the gain sharing arrangement. Otherwise, there will be a confusion that even the contractor will not be able to receive 90 lakh rupees. They will receive 90 lakh. But if by their efforts, I saved my cost, definitely the sharing will be there regarding the cost saving arrangement. ठीक है बेटा, चलिए 2 से 3 मिनट में आपको दे रहा हूं. इस पूरे पैराग्राफ को आप पढ़िए and link this paragraph with the example which I have communicated to you. Okay, beta, can I assume that there is no doubt you have clearly understood the true meaning of gain sharing arrangement, better known as cost saving arrangement. If any cost is saved by the supplier, then definitely a share will be communicated. A share will be there between the beneficiary and the person who has helped us to save our cost. Clear, beta? Please communicate with yes or no. Hope the meaning is clear. Without that example of home, beta, I think there should be a confusion. What do you mean by gain sharing arrangement? But through that example, I think the concept is clear to you. What do you mean by gain sharing arrangement? Betterly cost saving arrangement. Okay, beta, clear है? Communicate with yes or no. ठीक है बेटा, सोहन. तो now let's take a break of 15 minutes बेटा. We will be back at 19:55 hours. Okay. So हमारा एक last theoretical topic इसमें बाकी है. That is supply chain management, or lengthy theoretical topic है ना. Gain sharing arrangement is a very small theoretical topic, while supply chain management is a lengthy topic. So please ready for that lengthy topic. Okay. चलिए बेटा ब्रेक लीजिए. 19:55 को अपन वापस मिलते हैं. निसर्ग भाई, प्लीज गिव द ब्रेक. Welcome back, beta. So we will start the last topic of this particular chapter, modern business environment. And this chapter is full to theoretical. Na? Only one practical question is there regarding the customer account profitability. So give the heading in your copy, beta. We will write down some of the key points in our copy in this particular point. Supply chain management. Please write down the heading, supply chain management. Okay. So before starting this topic, I have read out somewhere and it's very true. Today, the competition is not between the product of two companies, it's not between the price of that particular product between the two companies. Now, the competition is between the supply chain management of two companies. Once again, I am repeating it, it's very true nowadays. The competition between the two firms is not related to their product quality, it's not related to their services provided, it's not related to the price they are offering. Almost each and every company has more or less the same quality at the same price band. So you are not competing with the number of features or number of products. Now the competition is between supply chain management of two companies. That company will survive in this intensified competition who have got the superior advantage of supply chain management. So hope beta you have understood the importance of this topic, that now the competition between the firm is related with supply chain management. How strong my own company supply chain management as compared to your company supply chain management. So now the question arises, for what do you mean by supply chain management? What do you mean by supply chain management? It consists of vendors that supply raw material to me. As a manufacturer, I who convert that raw material into the finished product. My warehouse that store the finished goods. My distribution channels that deliver to my retailer and finally to the consumer. All this will be covered under the head supply chain management. You have to manage your supplier, you have to manage your factory, you have to manage your warehouse, you have to manage your distribution center. Then only you can compete in this competitive world. Please write down, beta. First point. Importance of this topic. Give the heading, importance of this topic. Write down first point. The competition between the two companies nowadays, the competition between the two companies nowadays comma is not related with the quality offered, comma price offered, or the services delivered. So stop. Next line. Now the competition between the two firms is linked with supply chain management. Is linked with supply chain management. So stop. Second point लिखे बेटा, एक line drop करके write down second point, meaning. A complete change that consists of original suppliers, comma, manufacturer, comma, warehouse, and finally the distribution centers. In very simple words, in page number 26, it has been given all activities, do not name them, all the activity which are associated with the flow and transformation of goods from raw material to end user is called supply chain. You can give them name the supplier, the manufacturer, the warehouse keeper, or the distribution center. It doesn't matter. All the activities that are associated with the flow and transformation of raw material to finished goods to the ultimate end user is known as supply chain management. Okay, beta. Now there is an forum known as Global Supply Chain Forum. You have to mug up this point, beta, because whenever supply chain management question is there, almost there are chances that you have to write the organization name and the content of this organization. Okay, so the organization name is Global Supply Chain Forum. Okay, what they say about supply chain management? Please listen very carefully, beta. Integration of key business process, इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड, इंटीग्रेशन करना, एक दूसरे से लिंक करना, किसे? की बिजनेस प्रोसेस. Now the natural question arises, for what do you mean by key business process? Itself, the Global Supply Chain Forum has identified 8 key business process which have to be integrated. Now they start from end user through original supplier that provide product, services, and information that add value for customer and other stakeholder. Not only shareholder are included, but all the stakeholder, including customer, are included. Now, very, very important point. I already told you that it has been defined what are the key business process. A total of 8 key business process are there. Now, very important. First of all, the words end user are used and then original suppliers are used. There is a thought behind this. Not only they have just written the end user first and the original supplier first, second, there is a thought behind too. Now there are two systems we will learn after some time. One is the push model and the other is the pull model. Okay, push model start with the supplier and ends with the customer. This is altogether a traditional model. Nowhere in practice nowadays. The only model that runs today is the pull model. When supplier pulls the demand, then only we will manufacture, then only we will order the raw material to our supplier. That's why on that thought basis, the definition has been used. First of all, end user has been given and then original supplier has been used. Now, this word is also important. The supplier word is not there. The original supplier word is there. Can you tell me the difference between supplier and the original supplier? You can write here supplier, but you will not get the mark because the thought process has been very, very, very intensified. Here the word original word has been used, original supplier. Can you please elaborate, beta? What do you mean by original supplier? Had the word only the supplier been there and had the word original supplier been there, what difference it will make? I'm waiting for your answer, beta. Then only you will appreciate the definition of Global Supply Chain Forum, that how thoughtful the word selection has been there in the definition. Anyone, beta? Anyone who want to communicate why the word original has been used before the supplier? It's not about original or duplicate supplier. No? It's not about the in that sense, beta. Okay, Rajamani has given me that original word has been used to provide origin of manufacturer. Okay. Any other student beta who want to communicate? What does the word original signifies? One student has said origin of manufacturer. वेरी गुड रश्मि, करेक्ट आंसर है बेटा, बिल्कुल सही. देखिए, व्हाट द ओरिजिनल सप्लायर इंडिकेट, it's not possible always for every company that they will deal with by with the मैन्युफैक्चरर, है ना. तो यहां पे देखिए ओरिजिनल सप्लायर का क्या मतलब है. सपोज आई रिक्वायर टायर, सपोज आई एम अ कार मैन्युफैक्चरर, I require tires as raw material. Okay, so my basic requirement is tires. I am a car manufacturer. Okay, suppose I purchase this tire from MRF. Okay, I am Maruti Limited. मारुति MRF से परचेज कर रहा है, ये इसका सप्लायर है. Not only you have to manage the supplier who is directly linked to you. Now very very important, MRF जब अपना प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर करता होगा तो इससे भी तो रॉ मटेरियल लगते होंगे. MRF also require raw material to manufacture the tire. So अब इस टायर को मैन्युफैक्चर करने के लिए MRF जहां जहां से मटेरियल लेता है, सपोज रबड़ कहीं से लेता होगा, और भी जो लगते होंगे इसको, रॉ मटेरियल 1, रॉ मटेरियल 2, रॉ मटेरियल 3, इनके सप्लायर के साथ भी आपका नेटवर्क होना चाहिए इफ यू वांट टू कॉम्पीट इन अ बिग लेवल विद अदर कंपनी सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट. सो देखिए, अब MRF हमारे लिए सप्लायर है, लेकिन MRF दूसरी कंपनी के लिए कस्टमर भी तो है. MRF is also purchasing some raw material from other supplier. So not only since Maruti Limited I am purchasing tire from MRF, not only the supplier MRF will be included in my supply chain, but I should have enough information regarding the supplier who provide raw material to my own supplier MRF, so that if there is any break in between supplying of raw material to the MRF by their own supplier, then definitely my delivery schedule will get impacted. So supply chain management में not only the supplier from whom I am purchasing the raw material is considered, but also from whom my supplier is purchasing the raw material is also covered in this point. क्लियर बेटा. तो देखिए वर्ड का सिलेक्शन देखिए, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ बिजनेस प्रोसेस नहीं है, व्हाट इज की बिजनेस प्रोसेस, है ना. कहां से स्टार्ट हुआ, ओरिजिनल सप्लायर से स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ, स्टार्ट हुआ है फ्रॉम एंड यूजर टू ओरिजिनल सप्लायर, फ्रॉम एंड यूजर टू ओरिजिनल सप्लायर, दैट बेनिफिट्स not only to the customer but also to the other stakeholders. So please write down beta. Definition given by, third point, definition given by Global Supply Chain Forum. Definition given by Global Supply Chain Forum. लिखिए बेटा. Integration of key business process, underline the word key business process. Integration of key business process from end user through original suppliers, from end user to original suppliers that provides products comma services and information not only to the customer that add value, ऐसा लिखे, that add value to the customer, the customer, and also for other stakeholder, and also for other stakeholder. ओके बेटा, अब लिखिए नेक्स्ट लाइन में, there are total of 8 key business process. There are total of 8 key business process. 8 को अंडरलाइन कर दीजिए और ओरिजिनल वर्ड को भी अंडरलाइन कीजिएगा बेटा, जो अपन ने ऊपर लिखा है, अंडरलाइन द वर्ड ओरिजिनल, है ना। नाउ आई एम गिविंग यू सम टाइम बेटा टू रीड आउट द कंटेंट। जितना अभी तक अपन ने पढ़ा है सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट के बारे में, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस पेज, पेज नंबर 25, है ना, एंड एंड हियर व्हाट आर द की बिजनेस प्रोसेस तक। यहां तक आप एक बार पूरा रीड आउट कर लीजिए। कुछ डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं बेटा, उसको अपन लेट क्लियर दैट डाउट एंड देन वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड टुवर्ड्स द टाइप ऑफ सप्लाई चेन, पुश मॉडल एंड पुल मॉडल। ओके, सो आई एम गिविंग यू 4 to 5 minutes of time to read out the content which we have studied right now. Okay, चलिए बेटा। Please read out very carefully, beta. Na? If you don't understand any of the point, you can ask the same. It's very important that to be very participative, especially in the theoretical chapters. theoretical topics. And please read out that 8 key business process very, very carefully, beta. What are those 8 key business process? If there is any doubt, beta, can we proceed further towards the next understanding, more detailed understanding of this topic? Do you want to have any doubt regarding this point till what we have studied now? Okay, I have not received any query, so I'm assuming that each and every point is clear. I'm moving further. There are two types of supply chain. The first one we called it as push model, and the second one we called it as pull model. In today's environment, only and only the pull model is applicable. There is no scope for push model. So what is the difference between push and pull model? In push model, we supply react to the forecast, they supply raw material to the manufacturer without having any demand. Customer is placed at the end whatever items are available for purchase. We assume that customer has no choice. They will purchase whatever we are producing, and whatever quantity we are producing, they will purchase the same. But this is not the true scenario of today's environment. Unless and until customer order the same, do not restock your raw material. Suppose you are maintaining 20 quantity of a particular good. Average 3 to 4 quantity are being sold out. If there is no sale today, we will not manufacture even a single unit. If there are 2 units sold today, 2 orders received, then retailers will communicate to us, distributor will communicate to us, then it will be communicated to the manufacturer. And for those 2 units, we will purchase the raw material from the supplier. This basic concept of pull model, you will study in the next chapter, in that is day after tomorrow, beta, when we start lean system and innovation, the very first topic, just in time system. Okay. In pull model, the starting point is customer. Unless and until customer requests the order, you will not manufacture, you will not order the raw material. So basically, the modern supply chain management works only and only in pull model, not in the push model. Now, beta, बहुत simple सा point है. Now, this is very, very important. Now, the remaining discussion will revolve around this point, upstream and downstream flow. In supply chain management, we cover the original supplier, we cover the manufacturer, we cover the warehouses, we cover the distribution center, everything, all the activities that are related with converting raw material to finished goods to the end user, delivering it to the end user. All such things are covered. Now, all these things are divided into two parts for better understanding by the authors. One is upstream flow, one is downstream flow. One is upstream flow and the other is downstream flow. Very simple. When you are managing with the supplier, when you are managing the supply chain management of the supplier part, that is called as upstream flow. While when you are managing your supply chain management, starting from warehouse to distribution center to the retailer to the consumer, then that is known as downstream supply chain management. Effectively कस्टमर बोल दीजिए आप. देखिए आज की तारीख में कोई भी कंपनी मैन्युफैक्चर करके डायरेक्टली कस्टमर को सेल नहीं कर रही है. रेयरली. They have their different retailers through which they sold out the same. They have a distributor, C&F agent through which they sold out their product. So basically, when the flow is related to supplier, it is known as upstream flow. While when the flow is related with customer, then that is known as downstream flow. Please write down beta in your copy. It's very, very important. Give the heading upstream and downstream flow. A very important point. Upstream and downstream flow. Write down the very first point. The following are the three flows, FLOWS. The following are the three flows in supply chain management. Flow can be inflow, outflow, both, है ना? Write down first point बेटा. ये first point हो गया आपका. First point में सब heading देना है आपको. Write down point number A in that. Flow of material. Flow of material. Write down second point, B point. Flow of information. Flow of information. Next line, last point. Flow of capital. Flow of capital oblique finance. Flow of capital oblique finance. है ना? अब सेकेंड पॉइंट में लिखे बेटा हेडिंग दीजिए. ये मेन हेडिंग होगी. अब सेकेंड पॉइंट अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो. गिव द सब हेडिंग अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो. इसमें लिखिए बेटा when the flow is related with supplier, when the flow is related with supplier, comma, when the flow is related with supplier, it's known as upstream flow. When the flow is related with supplier, it's known as upstream flow. थर्ड पॉइंट लिखिए डाउनस्ट्रीम फ्लो. डाउनस्ट्रीम फ्लो इसमें लिखिए when the flow is related with customer, ब्रैकेट में लिखिए that is distributor, comma retailer and end user. When the flow is related with customer, write down in bracket distributor, comma, retailer and end user, bracket close, comma, it's known as downstream flow. Is known as downstream flow. चलिए बेटा, तो अब अपन इसमें अपन पहला अब सब टॉपिक स्टार्ट करते हैं. We know there are two flows, upstream flow and downstream flow. अब how to manage the upstream flow. इसमें आइए बेटा. अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो में यहाँ पे दो हेडिंग हमें दिया है. हाउ टू मैनेज द अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो. अपस्ट्रीम का मतलब क्लियर है. व्हेन द फ्लो ऑफ मटेरियल, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कैपिटल फाइनेंस इज रिलेटेड विद सप्लायर, देन इट इज नोन एज अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो. फ्लो का तीन फ्लो होते हैं बेटा. फ्लो ऑफ मटेरियल, फ्लो ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड फ्लो ऑफ फाइनेंस ऑब्लिक कैपिटल. जब ये फ्लो सप्लायर से रिलेटेड होंगे तो अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो होगा. व्हेन द फ्लोज आर रिलेटेड विद customer can be distributor, customer can be retailer, customer can be end user. Customer जो हमें पैसे देगा, है ना, for the goods we have provided to them, वो उसके लिए हमारा होगा डाउनस्ट्रीम फ्लो, है ना. अब अपन सीख रहे हैं अपस्ट्रीम डाउनस्ट्रीम तो समझ में आ गया. नाउ हाउ टू मैनेज टॉपिक हेडिंग है सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट. हाउ टू मैनेज द अपस्ट्रीम फ्लो. So there are two bifurcation again: relationship with supplier and use of information technology. Both have to be used simultaneously to manage the upstream supply chain management. तो relationship with supplier में बेटा normally हम दो point को consider करते हैं while selecting with the supplier. The first point is quality and the second price is cost. But apart from the quality, apart from the cost, you must consider the reliability of the supplier. Although they are providing the quality product, although they are providing us at the cheapest price, but whether we can rely on them for material whenever we need them, whether they will be able to supply. Reliability is also very, very important. And reliability can be measured from the track record of that particular supplier. Apart from that, we have to check the innovation ability of the supplier. If my supplier innovates the raw material, innovates the finished product, then definitely that finished product is my raw material. Definitely my user will get a better experience. Okay. Suppose you are working in iPhone company, Apple company, and you select the supplier based on their innovation. Suppose one of the supplier is producing the screen. Okay, so if they innovate on that particular screen, definitely screen is raw material for your company Apple. If supplier innovates on its product, then definitely the ultimate beneficiary will be my company, because higher the innovation in the raw material, definitely higher will be the innovation in my product also, end product also. So apart from considering the quality and the cost, you must also consider the reliability and the innovative ability of the supplier while choosing the supplier. Choose your supplier very wisely. Okay, now supplier strategy. You have to decide the location and the availability of the source. In today's competitive environment, the world is your market. Okay, you can choose the supplier from anywhere. So you have to select the source, number of supplier, whether you are going for that particular component. Suppose I am working in Maruti Limited. Maruti Limited require n number of components. We can take the simplest example. We require tires to manufacture the car. So whether tires are to be purchased from a single supplier, say MRF, or some of the quantity can be purchased from MRF, other model tires can be purchased from the other brand. Okay, beta. So you have to select. Always remember, if you select only one supplier for a single component, that will put you under tremendous pressure for reliability. If that supplier is not able to fulfill its commitment, definitely your production schedule will hamper and the delivery will get affected. So nowadays, it's always better to have minimum 2 or 3 supplier for a particular component, another 2 or 3 supplier for different particular component, so that whenever you need raw material, one of the two or three supplier is able to provide you on time. Now you have to balance this cost, quality, and speed and delivery. If you do not want to compromise on quality and speed of delivery, you have to compromise on cost. If you do not want to compromise on cost, then definitely quality or the speed of delivery might be inferior. So you have to strike a balance between cost, quality, and speed of delivery. Based on that, what value addition it has been providing to my customer. Based on that, I will sacrifice one of the three terms: cost, quality, or speed of delivery. Next, while dealing with relationship with supplier, you have to check make or buy option. This will be covered in one of the chapter, decision making, whether we should manufacture that component or we should buy that component. You can also think from that angle. Okay, so this is the first point, relationship with supplier. Clear, beta? Now, while managing the upstream supply chain management, you should use the information technology for e-sourcing. Whenever you invite tender, use the technology. Whenever you finalize the tender, whenever you make a purchase order, make it online. Not only it will save the other cost, but also it will communicate your requirement to the supplier on a timely manner. Whenever the payment is due, you should avoid making payment through check. You can simply make an NEFT, NEFT or IMPS. Okay, beta. So this points are covered in supply chain management. So एक बार आप इसको रीड आउट कर लीजिए बेटा, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ अपस्ट्रीम सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट. whatever we understood, all such things are given in this point. आपको यहां तक पढ़ना है बेटा, concept insight पेज नंबर 30 तक आप एक बार पढ़ लीजिए. If you are having any doubt in this point, you can ask me. है ना? I am giving you 5 minutes to read out the content of upstream supply chain management till this level. पेज नंबर 30 के यहां तक आपको एक बार पढ़ना है बेटा, है ना? पूरा पॉइंट यहां से स्टार्ट कीजिए आप पेज नंबर 28 से, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ अपस्ट्रीम सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट. ओके, चलिए. Please read out with full dedication, beta. Definitely you will get something new by reading the same. If you want to ask anything in the upstream supply chain management, beta, you can communicate to me. I will resolve that doubt. Chali beta, can we proceed further? I think there is no doubt I have not received even a single query in that. So this is management of upstream supply chain. Now we will move towards management of downstream supply chain. What do you mean by downstream supply chain? When the flow of material, please repeat with me, beta. When the flow of material, when the flow of information, when the flow of capital finance is related with customer. Who are the customer? Customer can be distributor. We sold our good to the distributor. So distributor are our customer. We sold goods to retailer. So retailer can be our customer. We sold goods directly to the end consumer. So the end consumer is our customer. So when the flow of material, information, and capital finance is related with customer, then it is known as downstream supply chain management. Okay, so this downstream supply chain management has been bifurcated into 4 parts. The first part is relationship marketing, also known as fixed market model. Under relationship marketing, you have to manage the fixed market so as to effectively manage the downstream supply chain management. कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट, ओके, जिसको CRM भी बोला जाता है बेटा. इसका बहुत ही कॉमन नाम है एक CRM, कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट, CRM. Always remember this abbreviation CRM, because if the author somewhere asks explain about CRM, you should know CRM is customer relationship management, very commonly used abbreviation for customer relationship management. Then use of information technology, same point आपके upstream flow में भी आया था. And brand strategy, definitely if you want your customer to be loyal to your company, then definitely a brand image should be there, because nowadays a shirt of a super quality can cost you 1,000, but it is unbranded. While the same quality shirt, if provided by a branded manufacturer, the customer is easy to purchase that even at a price of 2000 plus for the same product that is unbranded, making it 1000 rupee less. Okay, so brand strategy. तो ये दो पॉइंट तो बहुत ही सिंपल है. Use of information technology and brand strategy. Okay, beta. So I'm giving you one assignment that relationship marketing में total 6 market model है. इनमें आपको 6 market पर work करना है so that you can effectively manage the downstream supply chain management. Those market are internal market, referral market, influence market, recruitment market, supplier market, and the last one is the customer market. If you manage this 6 market, then definitely you have done more than 50% to manage the downstream flow supply management. Okay, then next, the customer relationship management will be there. You have to check the needs and requirement of different customer. Distributor requirement are altogether different from the retailer. Retailer requirement are altogether different from the end user. So ultimately, you have to cater the need and requirement of each and every category of customer, because unless and until they are satisfied, you will not generate repeated sale from them and not able to maintain your market share. है ना? तो एक काम करते बेटा, कुछ theoretical topic अभी बहुत लंबा खींच जाएगा. So I will do one thing. मैं इसको आपको असाइनमेंट में दे रहा हूं. आप ये जो रिलेशनशिप मार्केटिंग है और CRM है, एक बार आप ये पढ़ के आइए. If you are having any doubt in this two topic, definitely we will cover that discussion in the next session. I think it's on day after tomorrow. And then we will start a new chapter on that particular day. That is chapter number 3, Lean System and Innovation. A very important and a lengthy chapter. Because Lean System जो है बेटा, that consists of 5 topics and all the topics are very, very important from the examination viewpoint. ठीक है बेटा? So आज अपन इतना ही रखते हैं आज के लेक्चर में. So thank you for watching the lecture. God bless you always beta. So the assignment, you have to complete this assignment, relationship marketing and customer relationship management. Okay beta. Thank you. Bye.